y'all, welcome back to this week's episode of AMA Friday with Amy Miller, Recruiting in Yoga Pants. Really excited for this week, y'all. I've been thinking about this a lot. I just wish I had the t-shirt. My friend, the Raging Recruiter, sells a t-shirt on their Teespring store that actually says, "The process is broken." What a missed opportunity. How do I not own this shirt? I need to remedy that. So I'm going to go buy that shirt as soon as I post this video. Here's the thing. Very, very common complaint from job seekers. I hear this all the time. I hear this from thought leaders. I hear this from all kinds of people who are absolutely positively convinced that the process is broken. So, my question every single time is, have we looked at your individual process? Have we looked at where things are getting stuck for you? If we think about the process, the job search process as a sales funnel or just a, kind of one step leading to the next, it's really important to kind of take a step back and say, okay, for me personally, for my specific career journey, this is where things are getting stuck. If we identify where things are getting stuck, then we know what we need to fix. All right. So I'm gonna, one of my viewer friends, it's the best comment ever, by the way. Shit's getting serious when she busts out the whiteboard. Here's the whiteboard. I love the whiteboard. I'm gonna draw you all a picture with all of my artistic capability. And I really want us to have an honest conversation about the process. Because I get it. I know it feels like you're throwing your resume into a black hole and you're sending all these applications and you're not hearing back. You're going on all these interviews and you're not getting feedback. Like, I'm not telling you that you're wrong. I would never say, oh, you think the process is broken? You don't know what you're talking about. It's not for me to say. That is your experience, and you get to be the one to tell me what's working and not working. I'm simply asking you to be brutally honest with yourself. Okay? You don't have to tell me anything. All right? You're an adult. Run your job search how you see fit. Seriously. However, we so often will fixate on this idea that, oh, the ATS robot is eating my resume, or, oh, the recruiter's stupid and doesn't know what they're doing. Oh, the hiring manager wrote a terrible job description. Those things may be very, very accurate. Well, not the ATS robot part. That's absolutely not true. Right, Sherman? Sherman says y'all are full of shit. I didn't say it. Sherman said it. Okay, but seriously. But I think that it's fair, though, in all seriousness. I think that we have a responsibility to really take a hard, critical look at our individual processes and determine what really is broken, because that's the only way we can fix it, y'all. That's why this matters, okay? We can sit back and bitch about the ATS all day long. Okay, if that makes you feel better, then you do that. But if you're interested in really digging into what is keeping me from moving to the next step, this is the video for you. Okay, so we're gonna look at this through the lens of, I'm gonna draw a picture like a funnel, okay? So if we look at the job search process as a funnel, we have at the very top of the funnel, let's say we have applications and networking. I can't read my own handwriting. I hope you guys can. Damn lefty problems. So applications and networking, this is where, we found a role that we're excited about. We've done our resume up for it. We've reached out to our friends in the biz. We've gotten a referral, whatever. So this is step one, right? This is the first part of the process, is getting into consideration for a job. So that's number one. The second thing that happens, and ideally, right, recruiter looks at that, says, oh yeah, this person's a fit for this job. They meet the basic qualifications. Then you are moving to the recruiter phone screen, okay? Or the recruiter initial call or assessment or whatever you want to call it. If that conversation goes well and the recruiter is then able to vet, yeah, there's a fit here, you're interested, you're affordable, you're all the things that we're looking for, then you are moving to the hiring manager screen. So that's, maybe that's an assessment, maybe that's a phone call, maybe that's a technical review. Different companies are going to look at it differently, but the idea is this is kind of the rough structure that a lot of places follow. We've talked about this in previous videos. From the hiring manager screen, a lot of times now we are moving to an actual interview, right? So now you're coming on site. You're doing, maybe it's a virtual interview because COVID, maybe it's you're coming on, you're flying across the country and sitting in front of 5 people for a panel interview. Again, every company is going to have their own processes and ways of doing it, but the idea is this is kind of the rough process that a lot of places will follow. And then following the interview, if everything goes according to plan, you are getting an offer. Woo, we love money. Okay. So would we agree that more or less with some company specific nuances, this is the process? Cool. Which part is broken? Serious question. I want you to think about that for a minute. Which part of this process is broken? Do you have an answer? I have an answer. Y'all ready for this? It depends. Not the answer you were looking for, I know. But hey, I told you I was going to be honest with you even when you didn't like it. So go ahead. Get ready, smash the downvote button. I don't care. I'm speaking the truth. Stay with me. Okay. I have coached a number of job seekers in the last, several years really, but let's just focus on the last few months. Let's talk about COVID specific, okay? I've talked to a lot of people who have expressed concern and frustration with the process being broken. All right? My first question every time, tell me about your job search. And so we start digging into where in the process are you? Where in the process are you getting stuck? Where in the process are you being rejected? Where in the process are you getting ghosted, not moving forward, whatever it may be? I hear all the time, well, it's the damn ATS and, they use this AI and I'm being screened out and this and that and the other, blah, blah, blah. It's okay. Name, who are we talking about? What's the company, whatever. And come to find out, more often than not, you're getting stuck here. You're getting stuck here. You're getting stuck here. So a lot of people will tell me the ATS robot ate my resume. Well, then how do you explain the 4 interviews you had that didn't turn into an offer? Well, it's the damn recruiter that doesn't like me and they didn't put me forward and then the recruiter doesn't know what they're doing. Well, then how did you end up talking to 7 hiring managers in the last month? Well, it's, I know I fit all the requirements and qualifications and I don't understand why the ATS, what does your resume look like compared to the job description? I'm not saying this never happens. Of course it does. Of course it does. I totally get it and agree that sometimes this is where it's broken. And it's very early at the top of the funnel. It's very, it's the one thing that, interestingly enough, you feel like you have the least power, but it's actually where you have the most power. Okay, we're very close to time, so I don't want to belabor this too much, but I just want to leave you with a quick thought and then a quick story. Okay, story first. I was talking with a young lady, a job seeker, absolute doll, love her to pieces, that has been watching the videos, and we've chatted a little bit over LinkedIn. Like, she's just a sweetheart. And she let me know she started watching the videos in September and thought, okay, I'm not getting any love on my applications. I'm not, the process is broken. I'm not getting past stage 1. Let me do some figuring. Let me do a little adjustment to my resume. And she completely overhauled her resume based on the information that I've shared. All the prep videos, all that shit that we've talked about every week. Fast forward to now, a month later, she is in conversations, and I'm talking about here and here. She's here, y'all, with 4 major tech companies. So for her, there was some work that needed to happen up here. Full stop. Get it. I understand that was the reality for her. That's the reality for a lot of people. She took those steps. She made those adjustments. She got past the recruiters. She got connected to the hiring managers. And she's being invited to interviews. And hopefully those interviews are going to turn into offers very, very soon. So here's the thought. We can throw our hands up and we can cry and yell about the process being broken, and we can blame the ATS, and we can yell at Sherman if you want. We can do all of those things. But it doesn't matter if we're not taking a good hard look at ourselves and our own part of the processes and where we have the ability to impact what we are putting out into the job seeking universe. All right? So look at your process. Look at where in the funnel you are getting stuck. And let's focus on that and stop blaming the broken process. We can fix this. If you need help, if you have questions, if you think I'm crazy, you know where to find me. Amy@recruitinginyogapants.com. Leave a comment because I'll read them all, and I'll put the snarky ones on t-shirts. And we will see you next week.